The author, John Steinbeck, once said that a man on a horse is not only physically but spiritually bigger than a man on foot. Would you agree with that, Miss Trudy? I think she would. Hearts and Hooves, a therapeutic riding center, shows us how man's other best friend is helping those in need. Come on, Trudy. Come on, girl. Good girl. I can see how this would instill confidence in anyone, no matter the age.
That's right. Any rider, whether they're here or anywhere else, because if you can sit up tall with your shoulders over your hips, over your heels, you're going to start building that core and feel really proud of yourself.
Right. So what's the age range here, Pat?
We have riders from 3 to 73 years old.
3 to 73.
3 to 73. Not only the children that come in, but it's really interesting to see people who maybe have had a stroke or have had some paralysis of some type that grew up on farm life to come here and reconnect and be able to talk about horses.
That's a marvelous thought.
Yes, it gives them purpose again, so it makes it really nice.
My name is Sarah Harmon, and we are at Hearts and Hooves in Sherwood, Arkansas, and we do therapeutic horseback riding here. So we use the power of the horse to improve the lives of people with disabilities. There are a lot of different ways that horses can help people. For instance, if somebody is immobilized in a wheelchair, they can't walk, people can ride a horse and they get a three-dimensional movement of their pelvis that simulates walking.
Tell me about this idea of Hearts and Hooves. How did this idea come about, and when did someone sort of realize that connection from a therapeutic standpoint?
Historically, back in the Roman days, they put their riders on horses to rehabilitate after war. But in modern day, it's been more, say, the 1950s, when there was a lady that was diagnosed with polio, and the doctors told her to go home and get used to her new life. Horse people, you may know, are pretty stubborn, and she says, nope, I'm not going to do that. And so the next thing the doctors knew, she won the silver medal at the Olympics. And they said, how did that happen? And so she talked about the rehabilitative powers of being on the back of a horse, not only for her confidence, but physically. So it spread to North America. Luckily, I found out about it after we started boarding a horse here when it was a boarding facility. My daughter had been diagnosed with epilepsy. She was out here riding a horse in order to keep her weight down because of the medications. One of the other parents came up and looked at me and said, man, I wish my daughter could do that. And I didn't understand, and she said, my daughter has autism. And that was the day that Hearts and Hooves was born. Since that time, I can't even tell you how many volunteers that we've had that come in and go through training that help and make connections in here, not just the horse and the rider, but the volunteers as well. All of our staff are certified. They know not only their trade, but they know how to work with people with disabilities and incorporate it. And it's magical. It is truly magical.